Hey y'all, it's your man Taylor Migna. Let me turn on these lights for you. Maybe you can see better. Not that I really have the face for video and more the voice for radio and the face for radio and the jawbone for, I don't know, not for shaving anyway. So let's get right started here. I'm a little tired, so I may be a little bit scattered and maybe slow, but I'll try to speed things up because I know comics are all fast and shit, and I can rhyme and keep it interesting, but you just keep your eyes on it because I may go from here to here, and you might still be here while I'm over here. Like I'll start talking about me and my life. And then I'm over here with their life, and then I'm here in Charlie Sheen, and I'm here and I'm winning, and I'm here in Tiger Blood, and I'm all crazy because that's how I go. I go one speed, slow, one speed, one speed I go. Hey, don't look at me like that. I'm not so different from you and him and her. If that is a lady over there, can't really tell the light and the facial structure and the haircut, but whatever way you like to roll, I'll roll with you as long as you accept me as I am. 'Cause I roll up like Wiz Khalifa, and I roll up my joint like Bob Marley and all subsequent generations of Marley, except for that chick who may or may not do the weed, but chicks do weed too. It's a fact. It's a fact. So, let's see, what do I have in my bag of tricks? Motorcycle passport, motorcycle lock. I'm not really a prop comic. That's too bad. Alrighty, let's see. What to say? Well, here we have something. This is a article, something like an op-ed article, written by my great-grandmother, Mildred S. Masterson. And I will use this opportunity to get her some credit that she's so thoroughly not requires, but she should get some of this credit because she is quite a good writer. So I'll just give you some of the highlights here. It is called The Challenge of Childhood. This was written quite a long time ago, judging by the age of the paper, the color, and the printing. But today, there are 24,000 or more of our American children in reform schools or institutions, or roaming the city streets tagged by our social system as juvenile delinquents. That in itself is a figure of speech. To my mind, the blame does not rest entirely upon the parents, as so many leaders would like us to believe. It is the unthinking public, and too often, those in power who show poor judgment in its use toward the young offender. Whenever possible, we must rally public opinion toward the present-day needs of the youth problem. It is essential to all cities and towns to obtain more and more recreation facilities, especially for the small boy who is at what I call the puppy stage. And now, I'm reading this, and I think, this applies to present as well. The kids on the street with maybe just one parent or no parents around, and in foster homes, and, they do the best they can, but it's not always a good situation. So you need day nurseries for the very young. You need older brothers. You need creativity. You need You need structure. She says elementary psychology should be taught in our schools. You know, how many of us put ourselves in a child's place for a moment when we are passing judgment and ask ourselves why? A child has no place to play but the streets and always on somebody's property. He has no place to call his own. His day begins with a hasty breakfast, gulped down so fast that he can get out sooner, and from this early morning until he finally drags himself back to his home doorsteps, too tired, dirty, and cross to eat. He has been heaven alone knows where or what he has seen. And she's speaking of average city youngsters. And, it's the same today. Nothing's changed, really. Society has changed, technology has changed, but it's still shitty, a lot of it. I'm lucky to grow up in a home with two parents and really all the luxuries that I could ever want. And, she has an interesting view of sex maniacs. We have the quote-unquote sex maniac. He is an overgrown delinquent. A rigid law should be made and enforced to protect the public. Today, no little girl is absolutely safe to travel by herself. And I could go on, but it has me thinking